Hello, young engineers. We are here to do our first actual design on SketchUp. This program takes a little bit getting used to, so be prepared for that. If you haven't already signed in, you should do that now. You can click here where it says sign in, and yours probably is already signed in, but if not, you're going to come here, sign in with Google. Don't type your email or anything, just sign in with Google. And depending on the time of the day, this may work really quickly and it may work really slowly. But now I know I'm signed in because it's got the little person here. And if I click on it, it even says my name. All right, so I'm going to click on Start Modeling. And again, you may have to wait here for a little bit of time. Hopefully this video will have the program moving quickly. Right now, it is going and going, and I'm waiting. So be patient. Okay, there it goes. So this is my home page, or like a dashboard. It shows all my previous work. From this page, I'm going to go ahead and click Create New. And this is going to give me a blank canvas to start working on. Be patient. So what you'll notice here is a guy here. His name is Ty. The purpose of Ty is to just give you size perspective. So you don't even need him on there. If you want to click on him, you can click on him and then hit your delete button or backspace button. That'll delete him. But he's not bothering me, so I'm going to leave it right now. And the first thing we want to do is start creating a rectangle because we are making a bedroom. You are going to eventually have something that looks kind of like this. Okay, maybe with different colors. And obviously it's not going to say Mr. Black. Yours is going to say your name. But let's get started. Let's remind ourselves that the green axis is our Y axis. The red axis is our X axis, and those are both horizontal or flat. And then our blue axis is our Z axis, which gives us the vertical or three-dimensional look, okay? So we want to stay at the beginning on the green and red axis. So I'm going to start with my tool over here. I'm going to have to move this guy over because he's kind of in my way. Let me see, where can I put him? Let's put him up here. He won't bother anything. Okay. So again, if you're looking for the rest of your tools, you can click on these three dots here and pop up all the other tools you have available. But for now, these are probably the most commonly used tools. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the rectangle tool. Don't try to do this with the line tool. Use the rectangle tool. I'm going to start in the origin right there where all these axes come together. And I'm going to just click and let go of my button and move my mouse. You'll notice that the dimensions are changing as I move this. Kids have a tendency to want to click on the dimension and try to type in there. That is not clickable. As you can see, it's not doing anything. So that's one of the things you have to get used to. I'm going to just kind of move this over to about here and let go of my mouse. And now I'm going to just start typing on my keyboard. 11 feet, comma, 17 feet. And again, feet is done with an apostrophe. Hit enter. Say, when I hit enter, now I have this rectangle. It doesn't look like 11 by 17 feet, but part of that is because of the way I'm oriented here. So if I actually kind of go like this, you can see, yeah, it is about 11 by 17 feet. And we actually want to be looking almost straight down at it like this, and that's good. Okay, so now we're going to do something called an offset. So go to your tool menu, the little three dots down here, and choose this offset tool. If I click on that, it's going to find a perimeter in here and make a copy of that perimeter somewhere else on the screen. So I'm just going to click anywhere inside here and then just move my mouse, okay? And as I move my mouse, you can see that offset is changing depending on where I'm holding my mouse. So I'm going to move it to about here. It doesn't really matter where, but just get it close. Let go of your mouse and just start typing. 6 apostrophe, actually 6 quotation marks. So 6 shift quotation mark or apostrophe. That makes the inch symbol. So it's going to do it at 6 inches. So it's 6 shift apostrophe makes a quotation mark. And then hit enter. And there you can see it has snapped it into 6 inches all the way around. So it's actually a really useful time-saving tool, okay? We're gonna push-pull these as walls up in a few minutes, but first I wanna make my closet. You always wanna lay out your whole floor plan first before you push-pull. So to do this, I am gonna go to the line tool, looks like a pencil. And if I hover near the top, you'll notice that eventually near the middle, it turns into like a blue dot versus a red square. That's the center point or the midpoint. I don't want that. I want to go a little bit more over here, about 2/3 of the way over. Stay on edge and click. And as I move down, you'll notice that my line stays green. If yours turns black like this way or that way, that means you're doing it in a crooked angle. You want to go perpendicular and stay green. So come down about here. You'll notice my measurement on the side says roughly about 3 feet. That's good. And then I'm going to click, and then this time I'm going to stay at the red axis until I get to the edge, and then click again. Okay. Now I need to draw one more next to it. So I'm going to go back up to the edge, click, go down, make sure I stay green, click, and then I make sure I stay red. And then when I'm on edge, click. Okay. So now I need to do a few more things, and I'm ready to push pull. So I'm going to zoom in. I'm using my scroll wheel. If you're using a trackpad, you're going to have to zoom with fingers. You can also click down here and choose a zoom tool, but I'm not going to do that, but that's an option. Now we're going to use what we call the erase tool. Okay. So go ahead and click on that, and we're going to erase these little lines here. So I'm going to click and hover over that and click and hover over it. Now I've got a nice continuous path all the way around. Okay. Let me show you the zoom extents tool. If I click down here and click zoom extents, it pops everything back into my screen. Okay. And that's useful for me right now. All right, let's push pull. So I'm going to go to the push pull tool, and I'm going to hover. I'm not clicking, I'm just hovering over my border out here. I'm going to click on it and just move my mouse up a little bit. Now I'm going to let go of my mouse, and I'm going to type in 8 apostrophe, so 8 feet, enter. Hit enter with my keyboard. Okay, let me back up a little bit. I can pan by holding down my shift key and panning that way. If you want to pan, you're going to have to go over here and choose the pan tool, which is, where is it on here? Oh, it's because I already have it on the menu. All right, but yeah, the pan tool is helpful. It moves it side to side. So make sure you get used to it. Hold down the shift button, and that should be able to do it. Here's a pan tool right here. All right, so now I've got my walls made. I'm going to put some paint on the walls. Very easy to do. So go over to your paint bucket here. If it's not up there, you'll have to go to your tool menu, but click on the paint bucket, and up will pop a materials menu. You can use these colors if you want, but to get more colors, go ahead and click on this browse tab, looks like a magnifying glass, and choose colors. So if I click on colors, I can choose really whatever I want. So I'm going to go, well, let's look at my sample picture. Kind of like blue and brown. So I'm going to go with my blue about like this. Paint all my walls. And here. And here. That looks good. And then let me get a brown. We'll go with this. Click in there, and you got to turn the whole thing around. I mean, like it's not a big deal, but you do want to get all your walls. See, you can already see I missed one with the blue. Let me try that again, and I'll get that one just to be sure. Let me go back to the blue here because I missed a wall. There we go. All right, so I'm going to turn it back forward. Now we're going to make, well, you know what? Since we're in the materials menu already, I'm going to have to move this thing again. We're going to go ahead and scroll back up. I'm going to close colors, and I'm going to choose a carpet. This one looks good. You can choose whichever one you want. You can even go down to wood, and you can choose wood tiles. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to go with carpet for now. Okay. Then I'm going to close my materials menu by clicking this arrow. Then I'm going to put doors in now. So go ahead and click on this rectangle tool again. Don't use the line tool, use the rectangle tool. Start down here on the bottom. Make sure you're on edge with that red square. click and kind of move until you see a door made. I'm going to type an actual dimension. So I'm going to let go of my mouse, type 3 feet, that's an apostrophe, comma, 7 feet, dash 6 inches, which is shift apostrophe. That's going to make it exactly 3 foot by 7 foot 6 inches. Hit enter. And you can see I've got my door there. Now, here's the complicated part. We're going to push pull that door opening. So click on the push pull tool, and we're going to click and hold and start moving your mouse in. Now, right there, it says offset limited to that number. If I move a little bit further, it says on face. Then I can let go. Now I've push pulled it all the way through. Okay. You'll notice I have to go back to my materials menu and click on that carpet. And I'm going to have to carpet in there as well. Okay. And then close that back up. So let's turn a little bit to our side and put a door on the side here. Go back to our rectangle tool. Start here in the corner. Somewhere over here is fine. 3 foot, comma, 7 foot dash 6 inches. Same size. Enter. Go to your push pull tool. Push it in. Move a little bit more till it says on face and let go. And we're almost done. So let's do the last thing, and that is room text. So click on the 3 buttons on the bottom and choose 3D text right here. It looks like a big A. That's going to give you this little menu here, and you just start typing. So I'm going to type bedroom by Mr. Black and hit OK. Now I just move it where I want and click, and then hit the escape key on your keyboard. Oop. Yep. Oop, I have to click one more time. There we go. Actually, if you hit the pointer key and point outside of it, it'll take care of it. Okay. So now I got everything where I wanted. The last thing I'm going to do is download this and save it in Canvas for my assignment. So click the 3 buttons here. Actually, before I do that, let's take the pan tool and move this where I want it. Okay. So I'm going to move it up a little bit, just like that. Get this guy out of the way. Go to the 3 lines. Hover over download and choose PNG. Don't choose SKP or STL. PNG. Okay. This is the preview of what it's going to look like. Hit export as PNG. Export again, even if it says it's too large. And now it's saving it onto your Chromebook, or in my case, my laptop. So now you can go into your Canvas assignment, upload that file you just made, hit submit, and you're done. So there, we've made a bedroom. It looks great. I'm looking forward to seeing yours with your name on it and your colors and your carpet choices. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Good luck.